The phrase dacha no yamabotsan no icha can be broken down as follows. 1. Oya, landlord or landlady, the person who owns, rents out a house or apartment. 2. No, possessive particle, of or s. 3. Yamabotsan, Yamamoto-san, Mr. respectful way to refer to someone. 4. No icha, ikka, the whole family of. 5. Topic marker, as for. So altogether, dacha no san no iki, as for the Yamamoto family, who are the landlords? The Japanese phrase apato no sugu wa breaks down as follows. Apato, apartment, equals possessive particle of os. Sugu equals immediately, right, very near. Wak, side, beside, next to. So apato no sugu wa literally means right next to the apartment or beside the apartment. The Japanese phrase apato yorimo zuibun shikichi ga hiroi ike ni kurashiteiru can be broken down like this. Apato yorimo, compared to an apartment, zuibun, considerably, or a lot. Shikichi ga hiroi has a large lot, plot of land, literally, the premises are spacious. Ikenja, detached house, or single-family home. Ni kurashiteiru is living in. So altogether, it means the phrase wakakushite fumo kara no isa no uketsuida shizai no ryoshin to can be broken down to understand its meaning. 1. Wakushite, at a young age, or while still young. 2. Fumo kara no isa no uketsuida, inherited an estate heritage from their parents. Fubo equals parents. Isan equals inheritance. Estate equals inherited, received. 3. Sustai no ryoshin to, parents in their 40s, and in their 40s. Ryoshin, parents, and, depending on context. Putting it together, with parents in their 40s who, at a young age, inherited an estate from their own parents. The phrase, yobikosei no mikiko to kakyosei no musume no yonin gazoku can be broken down carefully to understand its meaning. 1. Yobekosei no musuko, a son who is a prep school student. Yobikosei, student attending a yobiko, cram school or prep school, often for university entrance exams. Musuko, son. 2. Koukosei no musume, a daughter who is a high school student. Kohose, high school student, daughter. 3. A family of 4. So, putting it all together, open quote. The phrase purasuba ni peak is Japanese. Let's break it down carefully. 1. Purus. This is the katakana for plus, which can mean addition, extra, or positive, depending on context. 2. Fanken, literally guard dog or watchdog. 3 ga, subject marker in Japanese grammar. 4. Ipi, a counter for small animals, literally one animal. Putting it together, literally, one extra guard dog or a guard dog as well. The Japanese sentence, そもそもアパートの部屋に野菜の名前をつけるというアイデアを出したのは can be broken down like this. そもそも to begin with, in the first place. アパートの部屋に to the apartment's rooms. 野菜の名前をつける to give vegetable names という idea. The idea of を出したのは the one who came up with is. So the full meaning is the person who, in the first place, came up with the idea of giving vegetable names to the apartment's rooms is the phrase この家の娘さやかだった is Japanese. Let's break it down carefully. 1. この家 this house. 2. No, possessive particle, like s in English. 3. Musume, daughter. A separator, often used to introduce a name or a positive. 5. Sayaka, a personal name. 6. Datta, past tense of da, meaning was. Putting it together, she was Sayaka, the daughter of this house. Or more naturally in English, she was the daughter of this house, Sayaka. The Japanese phrase ただしそれはまだ小学生の頃の話で can be broken down like this. ただし, however, but, used to qualify or add a condition to what was just said. それは, that, まだ, still, or at that time. 小学生の頃, when someone was an elementary school student, の話で is a story tale of, or this concerns. Putting it together now. The phrase you provided is さやかはどうすれば両親 Sayaka, a person's name. Sayaka. Wa, topic marker. As for Sayaka. Do sureba, what should someone do or how should someone do something. Ryohin, parents. However, this sentence is incomplete. It literally reads, open quote, as for Sayaka, what should she do about parents? Close quote. It feels like the sentence is cut off. Normally you'd expect something after Ryohin like, Ryoye ni hanasubeki? Should she tell her parents? Ryohin o settoku suru ni wa. How should she convince her parents? The phrase tokuni hoen literally translates to especially the mother or particularly the mother in English. Tokuni, especially, particularly. For example, tsudomo tachi wa genki da, tokuni hoen wa. The children are healthy, especially the mother. It's emphasizing the mother compared to others in the context. The phrase の受けが良くなるかばかれているような子供だったから can be broken down like this. 1. の受けが良くなる. The reception 受け gets better, or to be well received, popular. 受け often means reception or response, like how well something is liked by others. 良くなる means to become better. 2. かばかりを考えている. Thinking only about, or focused only on. ばかり only, just. を考えている is thinking about. ような子供だったから because I was a child who was like. ような like, or as if. 子供だった was a child. Because. Full translation. Because I was a child who was always thinking only about what would make me popular or well received by others. The phrase 心から自分がそう望んだというよりは can be broken down and interpreted as follows. 1. 心から from the heart or sincerely. 2. 自分がそう望んだ that way. Or I wanted it that way. というよりは rather than saying more than. It's not so much that. Putting it together. The Japanese sentence 親はそういう子供を好きだろうなと推測した見方だったとも言える can be broken down as follows. 親は the parent. Topic. そういう子供を好きだろうな would probably like such a child. そういう子供 that kind of child. 好きだろうな probably likes or would probably like. Fair guess. 3. と推測した結果 as a result of guessing, inferring. 推測する to guess, to infer, to suppose. 結果 for の発言だった was a statement remark. とも言える can also be said. It can also be interpreted as So putting it all together, open quote, it can also be said that it was a statement made as a result of inferring that the parent would probably like. The Japanese phrase, "jissai no tokoro sono hatsugen wa" can be broken down like this. Jissai no tokoro, jissai no tokoro, in reality, as a matter of fact. The truth is. Sono hatsugen wa, that statement, that remark. So together it means something like, the Japanese phrase, ryoyan, toku ni skoshi zannen datta, can be broken down as follows. Ryowin. Toku ni, kore wa especially my father. This was a little disappointing, was greatly well received by, or got a big laugh from, was very popular with. So, the full sentence roughly means, open quote, it was a big hit with my parents, especially my father, which was a little disappointing. The Japanese sentence you provided is, Sayaka ga zibun de omoitsuita no wa Eira no wa itta ga shiraberu ta ni wa aboka datta. Here's a breakdown. Sayaka na what Sayaka came up with herself, or the thing Sayaka thought of on her own, is 2. E no abogado. Abogado. Here she said abogado, which is a misspelling or mispronunciation. Sorry, tokaru ni wa itta ga senkyu ni wa abogado datta. But Oshi said the correct term was avocado. Ado. Full to at the end indicates the sentence continues. It's likely listing multiple things she thought of. Putting it together, smooth English translation, the thing Sayaka came up with herself was A's abogado, as she said, though when checked, the correct word was avocado. It's basically saying that Sayaka thought of avocado, but pronounced or spelled it slightly incorrectly as abogado. The phrase kurushimaire ni ageta di no daikon no mi datta keredo can be broken down and translated carefully. Let's go step by step. 1. Kurushimaire ni, literally in desperation, or out of a struggle, last resort. Nuance, doing something because you have no better option. 2. Hageta. Ageta, meaning to raise, to mention, or to put forward. Here it's likely mentioned or came up with. Dino daikon, D's daikon. D is presumably a person, and daikon is the Japanese word for radish, though in context it could be a joke, nickname, or answer to something. 4. Nomi datta keredo was only, was nothing but, or though it was only. Keredo adds a sense of contrast or but. Full translation, open quote, it was only D's daikon, which he came up with in desperation, though, close quote. The phrase ato no futatsu is Japanese. Let's break it down carefully. 1. Ato, after, remaining, or the rest. Context determines which. 2 no, possessive or explanatory particle, often like of in English. 3. Futatsus, two things, using the traditional counting system for general objects. 4. Wa, topic marker, indicating what the sentence is about. So ato no futatsu literally translates to, the remaining two things are. As for the other two, it's typically used when you've already talked about some items, and now you're referring to the last two items. The Japanese sentence you provided is そんな子供の顔折れ言をあっさり採用することに決めた父親が嬉しそうに考えてくれた。Let's break it down carefully. そんな子供の顔折れ言 such childish nonsense, a child's playful words. Towendens, idle talk. Idle talk, something not serious. 子供の顔折れ言 a child's non-playful talk. そんな such, like that. Do, あっさり採用することに決めた。Decided to readily accept, approve. あっさり easily, readily, without hesitation. 採用する to adopt, accept, employ. ことに決めた decided to do. This is the decision-making part. 3. 父親が嬉しそうに考えてくれた. The father thought, happily, with a pleased expression. 父親が the father, looking happy in a pleased manner. Thought about it for someone's benefit, for us, me. Full translation. The father who had decided to readily accept such childish nonsense happily thought about it for us. The Japanese phrase, キャンツの飯kontonsoage, can be broken down as follows. Kyanza, oyako, parent and child. Mitsushi, beautiful. Kondonzoage, collaborative work, joint effort, teamwork. So the full phrase translates roughly to a beautiful collaboration between parent and child, or the beautiful teamwork of parent and child. The phrase そしてその思い出のせいなのか is Japanese. Let's break it down carefully. 1. そして and, then, used to connect sentences or thoughts. その思い出, that memory, or those memories. 3. のせいなのか. This is a combination. のせい, because of, due to, implies causation, often negative or regretful. なのか, a questioning tone like I wonder if, or could it be that? Putting it The Japanese phrase fushin wa indemo breaks down as follows. Fushin, father, biological or formal sense. Wa, topic marker. As for, imdemo, even now, still. So, fushin wa gindemo literally translates to, open quote, as for my father, even now, or my father still, close quote. It's usually the beginning of a sentence leading into something about what the father still does, feels, or believes. For example, みもあの私を心配している. My father still worries about me even now. My father still remembers that story even now. The phrase 親の愛称を朝の食卓で口にする can be broken down and translated step by step. 1. 部屋の愛称, the nickname of a room, or the affectionate name for a room. 2. よく, often or frequently. 3. 朝の食卓で, at the breakfast table, literally on at the morning dining table. 4. 口にする, literally to put into one's mouth. But in this context, it means the Japanese sentence, 1のブロッコリーに新しく人が入るみたいだぞ can be broken down as follows. 1のブロッコリー, literally, broccoli number 1, or the first broccoli. Contextually, this could be a nickname, a code name, or a label for a group, team, or section called broccoli. Ni, particle indicating direction or target, into, or to. 新しく人が入る, a new person will enter, or someone new is joining, みたいだぞ, it seems. Or, apparently, with zo adding a casual, slightly emphatic tone, often used by men or in informal speech. Hey, it seems like. So a natural translation could be, looks like a new person is joining broccoli number 1. The phrase, toka, tu no kerotto no wa chotto hai na toka, is casual, conversational Japanese, and it's a bit fragmented, like someone listing examples or thoughts. Let's break it down carefully. 1. Toka. This is often used to give examples in a non-exhaustive way, similar to like or for example in English. It can appear multiple times in casual speech. 2. Tu no kerotto no na. Literally, the man of carrot number 2. Context matters a lot here. In Japanese games, manga, or anime, tu no kerotto could refer to the second carrot in a lineup, literally, character number 2 nicknamed Carrot, or some specific reference to a game or story where items' characters are numbered. Without context, it's safest to interpret it as the guy with carat 2 or the number 2 carat guy. 3. Chotto arina is a bit dark, a little gloomy, or a little serious melancholy. The na at the end gives a casual, reflective tone like thinking aloud. 4. Toka, the second one. Again, used to list examples or thoughts. It's like saying and stuff, or for example at the end of a sentence. Putting it together